Hello and good morning. My name is Amanda Ruback, and I am the Community Outreach Coordinator here at the Missouri Poison Center. And today we're going to take a little dive into all of the resources that we have on our website. So let's get started. So if we want to find our website, of course, you can search for Missouri Poison Center. And we are MissouriPoisonCenter.org. Which you see here at the top. And here we go. Here is our homepage. So this homepage has a few quick little resources. First, you see the Call Now button here in red on the bottom right of your screen. And that is a quick way to call the Poison Center through your computer easily, as well as clicking on this call 1-800-222-1222 that will direct dial you. We also have a live chat button, and that gets you to live chat with one of our poison information specialists, one of our registered nurses or pharmacists. So you can use any of these sort of buttons, as well as just a traditional phone call to call and reach out to the Missouri Poison Center. As you see, we have a lot of other information, and this is reduced because of the screen size, but normally you would see these headings across the top. And we'll get to those in a second, but I just want to scroll down and show you some of the other resources. What a great picture there showing. But this is the Is This a Poison section. We also have a Missouri Poison Center app that you can download from both the Google and the App Store. And it's a free Poison Center link, as well as a quick way to reach out to the Missouri Poison Center via the app. We have poison education, a kid zone, other resources, as well as here showing the app again. Lots of information on the foot plate, the footer of the homepage, as well as a contact us, information for healthcare professionals, whether you're a nurse or pharmacist, physician, looking for additional information. And then we also have a newsletter that we send out. I think it's every other month or quarterly, actually, and we can have you sign up right there via that link. All right, so let's go back to the top of our homepage. And besides the Call Now buttons, if you click on this, the first little section is the Get Help Now. Again, we always know that that is the prime reason you would go to the Missouri Poison Center website, is to reach out for assistance in the moment. And you can use this to call, chat. If you want more information about first aid, you can click on that. And there are different routes of exposure, whether it's something swallowed, on the skin, in the eye, or inhaled. So for example, let's click on the skin exposure first aid. It'll give you some basic instructions of what to do. There's also a video that you can play here and watch and follow along or learn more important. And then you can follow these first aid steps. And then, for example, if you wanted to go to a different route, you could go through this to that route as well. This is for inhaled fumes or gases. So that is in the first aid section in the Get Help Now. We also have a section on suicide prevention. We do know that sometimes medications and other substances are misused or abused. And so this has some links to statistics, as well as the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline here in Missouri, and some other information about how to help someone if they're going through some depression or other suicidal intention. So that kind of goes through our Get Help Now. That is sort of the quick and easy part of that. The next section on our website is called Is This a Poison? And that's exactly what this is. This is an A through Z listing of different things that may or may not be poisonous. So you could either look at the topics that are presented, you could view all the substances here, Or for example, if you wanted to type in something like bleach, you could and search for that. And then it'll populate. Of course, this is going to be a little slow this morning when I'm trying to do this, but here we go. We've got 2 different products here that have the word bleach tied in. Traditional bleach is here, so we could click on that. And it tells us the risk level as well as other names for it, some potential symptoms, and some basic first aid for eyes and other exposure. And then if you scroll down, you can learn about other information about bleach or whatever the product you're looking for. So I'll just go back. This one, for example, also has a video attached to it. If you see that, you can also watch a video on it. So for example, if I wanted to look up another product, I could either search it in the search bar or I could type in the letter that is appropriate. We have nearly 200 products and medications on this Is This a Poison section. So maybe you can find something and some basic information on things that are interesting to you. So that's the whole Is This a Poison tab here. If we go to All About Poisons, this is sort of a lot of different information. Our trending poison topics are a monthly blog that we put out about different things that are out there. This most recent one is on magic mushrooms or psilocybin. We have recent articles on moonshine, gas station drugs, ketamine, and other supplements. So that is our trending topic. It's what you would think of as sort of a updated monthly news article on the latest trends and things that are harmful. So also in All About Poisons are these sort of hubs or sections that cross-post many of our content items. So if you wanted to learn more about recreational drugs or certain medications, you could also click on that. Anything regarding medicine would be in this section, all of our articles related to medication. These are also cross-posted all throughout our website, so you might see them in another section as well. But this is medicine. All the way through, we have around the house as traditional household products. There are seasonal tips, whether you want to know something about summer poisons or spring. And then prevention for all ages is just that. It talks through different age groups, whether it is childhood or adults, older adults, etc. So there's different topics relating to that. All right. So that is the All About Poisons tab. Next is our Education tab. And our education is for those, whether you are a teacher or daycare worker, you are a person who works with older adults or other groups, scout groups, etc., that you want some more information, different lesson plans and activities. So if we wanted a lesson plan, we could kind of literally just go to whatever group we were looking for. But I'm going to go to View All so you can see all of the lesson plans that we have to offer. This is the homepage of the lesson plans. We have preschoolers all the way through older adults. And within each of these different age groups, you will see that we have several lesson plans. So for example, I clicked on kindergarten through 2nd grade. There are 3 lesson plans here for those age groups, as well as if you want to scroll down, there's different activity sheets and additional materials such as posters, books, brochures, and stickers that you can order. So whatever age group you're interested in, maybe you want to have information for teenagers and tweens, we can show you that through these lesson plans. All right. So that's an education. Now I did show you a little preview of the activity sheets, but if you just wanted to go straight there, there's a whole section of those activity sheets that are PDF and printable, as well as we have 2 online games. that can be accessed. One is pills versus candy, which is truly different products side by side, and you have to choose the one that is candy. It is challenging, especially with some of our gummy products and other medicines that do appear a lot like candy. So this is good for any age. Even adults can kind of play this game and see where they fare. Safer Poison is similar. It looks at other lookalikes that are out there as well. So these are poison safety games that can be played online, either for a classroom or just for fun, for educational purposes. So back in the education section, we just looked at games, but we could look at community education. Maybe you are somebody that does community events and activities and you want more information about poison control. There is a health fair guide that you can pull up here. There's a PDF of that. There is a little video here, a general video information about the app. So that still is in the education section. We also have education for older adults about medication safety, and other additional materials that's here. So still going back to the education section. And then if you are a healthcare provider, this is where this information is. Whether you are in the emergency department, a pharmacist, etc. If you want information about healthcare topics at a healthcare level, our Poison Alert is a quarterly newsletter geared toward healthcare providers. We did show the magic mushroom one geared toward the public, but this is more geared toward healthcare providers. So you can look at our poison alerts here, and there are lots of other ones backlogged in the See More. We also have our antidote chart that can be viewed or downloaded here as a PDF, as well as information about professional pharmacy education and first responder training. And then information about how to reach out for additional education for healthcare providers. All right. So still within the education, that is all those information points, starting back lesson plans, activity sheets, games, community, older adult education, as well as healthcare providers. Now, if you just want resources that sent to you in the mail, there is a section for order materials. Let me click back on that. If you go to order materials, there are different ways. You can essentially shop for materials that are free resources that can be mailed directly to you, such as posters, stickers, magnets, activity books, brochures. So you use this like a traditional cart, where you would click on, and let's say you wanted 5 of these posters, you could add it to your order. And then at the end, you would, check out and include your mailing address as well as your information that we can send that to you. So that is order materials, where it's paper copies. We also have a section of videos that can be viewed or downloaded in our video section, and these are continuously being updated with new videos. So for example, you could search just our first aid videos or all our videos, or educational videos. So there's different ones. Still within that section, we have a section of downloadable resources, and these are PDFs of things that you can download or view, such as a PDF of childhood poisons. Let's just hopefully see what that looks like. There we go. Here is a tip sheet that you could either view or download on preventing childhood poisonings. If we go back, this is where our annual report is also kept, as well as other resources. We have, several pages of them, whether you want to download the brochure and print them yourself, or you would like something like, tips for winter or different seasonal PDFs. We also have a section of multilingual resources. We have over 20 brochures in other languages. We do have printed materials in English and Spanish, but if you would like another language, these are showing here, and then you can click to download for other multilingual resources, whether you need Polish or Swahili, Thai, whatever other language, we have those available. And these brochures are available to print, to utilize, to save for whatever organization or needs you may have. And just a quick note about our language line. The 1-800 number also, we are able to accept other languages, over 150 different languages if somebody does utilize the Poison Helpline. We work with a third party to interpret for us. So it's essentially a three-way call between us, the patient, and the interpreter. So hopefully if anyone needs that, they can utilize our Poison Helpline as well as these informational brochures. All right. And then as I mentioned earlier, we do have an app. And on top of many call outs throughout our website, if you just wanted to go to this section, there is a QR code or links to the Google Play or App Store for download. And this shows a little picture of our app as well. So that's all within the materials section. We do have a way to get the basic homepage in Spanish. And so if you were to click on that in Espanol, as well as if this was full screen, it would be across the top as well. So you can see some of the information here translated into Spanish. Now, my favorite part of the homepage is our search feature. So for example, if you wanted to find information, let's look at spiders. If you wanted to find information about spiders, it's kind of bumped in there a little bit, so it was kind of overlapping, but if it was full screen, you would see it a little more clear. But this gives us direct drop into all of our information about spiders, whether it's our blog, our brochures, information about brown recluse. We must call out a spider in this caterpillar article, as well as talk about spiders within our summer. So you can scroll through here and find any and all information about spiders. You can do that for other topics as well within the search feature. So that's your quickest way to find something that you're looking for, whether it's information about a cleaning product, spider, a certain medication, whatever you're looking for, you can just type it in the search bar. All right, so let's go back to our home page, which we can do by clicking at the top banner. So again, the quickest way to reach us, if you don't have our phone numbers, to click on one of the hyperlinked phone numbers or the call now button. But within the top search, you have so many resources at your fingertips to reach out, to get information or additional material. If you have questions about any of our content, or you would like to find out more about education or free resources, a class, anything, feel free to reach out to the Poison Helpline, and we will reach out to you regarding whatever question you have. I appreciate your time, and if you have a moment, please save the Missouri Poison Center phone number or the Poison Helpline in your phone right now. It's 1-800-222-1222. Have a great day.